What is going on, guys? It is Berta Boy here doing a review and install on the DNA Motoring 2003 to 2007 Classic Edition Chevy Silverado LED bar headlights. So let's get in, let's see what these headlights are all about. Coming up next. Alrighty, so we're over to the packaging of these headlights. So these came from off of Amazon. These are DNA Motoring's LED bar light style for the Chevy Silverado. So it includes our bottom two, which are over there, and then our top two, which are these two bigger boxes over here. Very for the price I paid for these guys, they're very decently packaged. You know, they do have the cardboard box out, the inserts there, so that they don't move around when they're in shipment, which obviously reduces the chance of, you know, those tabs breaking off or something getting in there. So we'll take each one of these out, and then I'll show you a little bit more in depth on each of them, and then we'll get to the install of these sweet headlights. So we got the 4 headlights out of the box. I was very impressed on how DNA Motoring sent these to me. They had a nice styrofoam bottom, so that because the headlights were resting on the bottom, and then they put this cardboard holder around it so that they won't move around and hit each other, chip a point on them, or, you know, go ahead, hit the side of the cardboard box in the shipping and get damaged. So I was very impressed with how they were shipped. So I'm gonna flip over one of the bottoms. So this is gonna be the bottom of the on the headlights of my truck. As you can see, we have the LED bar around the outside of it, and we got a black side on it, and also in the back you can see I'll bring you guys closer to show you guys. But they did put a black silicone around the edge of these headlights. I will be going over with a clear silicone before I put them in, just to be 100% sure that these aren't gonna get cloudy like the ones that are on my truck. And then for your LED, you have to wire in. It's not a plug-and-play system. It's just a wire. But I'm gonna have to figure out how to wire that. So for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wire these to a switch in my truck, so I can just flip them on instead of running them to a daytime running light or the park brake. Because if those lights aren't turned on, then I can't use them. But we'll show you the top one here, because this one's a little easier. So they are very, actually, again, nice construction, decent plastic, not very cheap. Still a little bit on the cheaper side compared to factory, but anything compared to factory is a little cheaper. Yeah, I don't know if the bulbs fit yet, but they look to be roughly the same size, which is always a good point. That's the first thing. So if you are to choose these headlights for me costed me $250 Canadian. I don't know what that would be for you Americans. It'd be cheaper, but around $250 is what I paid for these. They look very good. I have to admit, they're very nice, good looking lights. And there's 3 styles. I saw 3 styles you can go with. So you can go the same style with the black side marker. You could have it tinted, smoked over them, or you could have that going amber like your stock headlights. Your choice. They do offer those 3 things. So I'm gonna go find some clear silicone. I'm gonna silicone around the edges of all these lights, and then we'll throw them in my truck. But before I start, I also should mention I would not recommend tearing this off until they're installed in your truck. Just so you don't scratch them, get dust on them, get dirt on them, get anything on them while you're installing them into your truck. So next, we'll probably just be showing you guys what I'm gonna do to these, and then we'll probably be throwing them back, and then the next one we'll be taking the front end of that truck apart. Alright, so for this top headlight, you just pop out this pin, pull it to the side here, throw it to my airbox there, and then it just comes right out. But you gotta take your drill out. I take my drill out all the time. So it's just easy. It's for mine it's 4 pins and just some things. But yeah, just pop the pins, pull it out, take your drill off, you get those out. And then bottom ones here, you said apparently there's this, there's a tab in the back here you said get out. But yeah, we'll get this drill off, and then I'll put you guys on a time lapse mode for me taking these headlights, old headlights out. Last made it seem so much shorter than it actually was, but we finally got all 4 factory headlights. So I'm just going to show you a side-to-side comparison from our old headlights to our new headlights. That was so much meaner. I cannot wait to get these put in. So next is I think we're going to start to try putting them in. And then we'll go and figure out how to wire those up. So we get to installing them now. First problem with these, and they're the top ones, bottom ones went in actually very nice, other than this piece right there that clips into your truck. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little piece that clips in. You can kind of see it there, but it felt very cheap, and it felt like it was gonna break on me when I was pushing it in. So they do get faults on that, but they do sit there. But I ran into my first problem. The holes up in here, they're a little bit too small for the pins. So if you do buy these, you're gonna have to buy yourself, you're gonna have to have a drill set to fit your things. And luckily, when you live on a farm, you got those basically everywhere. So we're just gonna drill out the holes, make them a bit bigger. And another thing I found is that I don't like these. These do not sit as nice and tight as they do on the factory ones. So if you look in the factory housings here, you can see they got metal, big metal plate, and theirs is just plastic. So maybe we might have to reuse that, but right now, we just gotta go drill some holes on this. And there we go. Now we have a bigger hole. So I'm just gonna grab my pin here, and let's see if it'll go through. Oh, look at that. Just like butter. A little bit of movement, not too bad though. Sorry about that, that was a little loud. So I'm just going to do that for all 4 holes, and then we'll get her in. I'm just going to set it up here. I'm going to set it up here and see if it will go and sit in here with the pin in it. Take my pin. Oh yes, oh gorgeous. And then yeah, just a little bit more. You want to be careful when you're doing this because you don't want to wreck anything on these headlights. This second one looks like it's going to be a bit harder to do. But we'll get it done. I don't know what we're going to do. I'm going to try. It's such an awkward angle almost. I don't like that. I don't know how I'm going to get that one now. Figure it out. And there you go. For about 5 seconds of work, you got your headlight out. I'll grab the thing. I'll just make sure, where's my pin at? There she is. Just make sure, show you guys that it now does go through. So a little bit of fault on DNA Motoring's fault because they did not get the right sizes on there. So we'll go connect these up here. Again, pretty simple. Just throw it in the housing there. Turn it about 90 degrees is what I usually do. 90 degree turn, get them sideways. I don't like this second one though. This other one here is not. I don't like how it's set up, but that's how DNA Motoring did it. So that's how we're gonna do it, I guess. You have it straight up and down. Looks like you have to do it straight up and down, whereas the factory one was not that way. It was different than that. So we'll throw these in here. Dropping my pin, I guess. And then we'll get the pin thrown in. And there we go. Boom! Headlight in. I'm going to come back here, guys, with you guys, just to see how it looks. Oh, I guess you guys can't see. Here, I'll move you a little bit over. And there we go. Look at how gorgeous that looks. So, we'll drill the other side out and get it installed. Wow, that went quicker than last time, but we got it out now. So, we'll grab our lights here. And the reason why they looks like I was having some problems there I don't want to tell you this, but I did put them in the wrong way. In the last one, the other headlight. Oh, there's like, oh no, that's number 1. Never mind. I thought there was arrows. I was like, oh, that's cool. They gave me arrows to show me. No, they didn't. But okay, that lot's nicer. So I'm gonna change up the different one because it looks like they gotta be up. Oh, that was not in right. Oh no. There. Alrighty. So yeah, 250 bucks. They're good and everything. I do like them. I don't mind them for $250. They're worth it. I think they're worth it. They're gonna be a nice addition to my truck, and they were cheaper. So, and if you're a college student, you know, if you're a high school student or you're a college student, you're looking for some nice headlights for your truck, and you want them on discount, yeah, so far I like them. Take these stickers off here. So yeah, this is also kind of a review of these headlights because I haven't seen many good, like on where I bought them on Amazon. I'll throw you guys a link in the description to buy these, and I will also we'll also put in a yeah, this is a link to to them. But there wasn't too many reviews, so this is the first real review of these headlights. So if you know, I don't want kids being, you know, kids buying them like me, thinking, oh, this is a piece of junk, when in fact they look mean. So I used my brain a bit, and I had way too much wire because this wire used to run all the way from the front of this engine bay all the way to that rear tail light there. So I had a lot of extra wire. So I just thought, might as well, what if I just cut it off? Because that's around the same gauge. So what we're doing here, so I went and I attached positive to positive, obviously, my positive, and then my negative, negative. So when you do buy these headlights, your white is your positive, black is your negative. So we're getting these attached here. I'm gonna put some tape over that first, and take my sleeve and try to get it over that, and then we're gonna run it across here, obviously, hook it up here, and then we should be able to take it, probably file it through here or something like that, just get it through, and then up into here, and get it all played in, get it all attached. So we'll do that, and I'll come back to you probably when we have that side attached. We're starting to attach it to the switch. So as I said, I was going to take you guys over my wiring. This is not the finished product today. Today it is because I don't have the time to go to town to get some stuff. So what I need to add is I need to get a fuse for this guy, as well as a couple, I don't even know what they're called. But this is, you take your wire, so this one here, you see, it's just connected right to my battery straight now. So what I want to do is I want to get a circle to put onto the end of that wire and have it so it goes onto the battery, so then I don't have to worry about it falling. But so over here it goes into here, so the black and black go together, white and white go together, and then they come into this cover here just to stop it from chafing my wires, and then it comes up to a positive of red and black. I believe this is like 20 gauge. I'm not for sure on it. And then from there, it goes into, so then these two wires here, so the two white from the top, white from the bottom, black from the top, black from the bottom, they go together, and then they're connected to wires that lead to the battery and my switch. So for the switch, I have my negative or black wire that I ran, the negative side, coming to my positive wires, so my red and white wires here. And then on this side I got my black wires, or my negative wires, running to my negative terminal on my battery. And luckily on my truck, for some reason they put this handy dandy little area section here. I'll just pop it open here so you can see. You can see I got my subwoofer in there. But yeah, it's connected in there. Right now, again, as I said, it's just connected in there. But they are on, they are working. So now I just got to cut up wires, get everything tucked away, hidden, and then we can get the drill on. And then we'll get our final product, and I'll give you, that's when I'll give you my final overview of what these headlights are actually like. Back installed in the truck quickly. I gotta peel the plastic off the lights anyways. You know what, let's go turn those on quickly. I love this. I can just go in my truck whenever I want to. And where's my switch? There's a switch. Turn on my switch, and they're on. And God, golly gee, that looks good. Anyways, so I'm gonna tell you guys what I needed to use for the install, other than basic stuff. So if you're going to install the DNA motoring headlights, these ones here, you're gonna need a bit. You're gonna need a few drill bits. I don't know exactly what size, so you can just take your pin to the store, mark it up, and then you'll find or buy like a 5-pack of them with some bigger ones, because that's what you need. Again, depending on how you're gonna wire them, you're gonna need some extra 20 gauge wires, what I used, and it works pretty good. Yeah, depends on where you're gonna go, honestly, and you might want to get some of this protective, I don't know what it's actually called, but just some protective cable coil there, just to go around your wires to make sure everything's safe. Again, I'm not good with electrician stuff, with all electricity stuff, so that's why I'm not going to say the exact word. Then you're going to need a couple things of rolls of, if you're going to go one color, you can go one color of electrical tape. I had 2 different colors, so I went with that. Depends on if your truck had the same thing I had, but you're going to need a wrench with the bolt size on here is a 17 millimeter, sorry. Then you're going to need a pair of wire strippers, some cutter side snips, a pair of tin snips, or just some bigger, sharper scissors to cut the right there coil. And then you're going to need a few zip ties. Buy a pack of those and you'll be good. I went smaller on those wires. You can see there's smaller ones, and then right there is a big one. But like they installed very well, and they look very, very nice. So I'm probably gonna go take off that plastic. The only thing I have to say is that they do fit a little bit tighter in here. I feel that they fit a little bit tighter, but that's nothing. So here let's take this plastic off if I can. I might have to take them out. I should have maybe done it before, but let's take this off right now, and I can grab it later and take it out of there. Here's the bottom one. This can be a lot easier here. Oh. God. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna peel it off, put my drill back in, and then I'll give you my final overview of these headlights. So after installing the lights, after having them in for maybe seconds, I'm gonna give you my final review of the DNA motoring LED tube lighting. So they're $250 on Amazon. For $250, these are really good quality, I have to admit. Other ones you see on there, they're running up to like $450, $400, $500. Not really, you're not willing to pay that. This is more, you get some money from on lawns, or your 1 week or a week of salary or something like that. You got these headlights. So so the quality of them. Quality, I rate them a 3 out of 5. They are cheaper plastic than this factory, so factories are up here. Yeah, the plastic on the plastic on here, I do prefer that over this. This stuff feels a bit cheap, but for $250, I agree. I like that quality. Looks, they get a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 5. They are amazing looking headlights. They look mean. I'm gonna recaulk them. I just didn't feel like I wanted to get them in. I was like hyped, so one of these days when it cools off, I'll just take it. I'll silicone the lights again just around the housing, just to be sure that I don't get any leakage. Not saying that they will. I just want that extra assurance, knowing that they're not going to leak at all. I don't really know what else to rate them on. That's really the only thing. Fit is gonna get a 4 out of 5. They do fit. The only thing I have to say is that the top ones are a little bit wonky. Bottom ones went in like nothing. The only things that they do fit a bit tight, a little bit tight on there. Feels like when I put them in, I'm gonna break it. Which that's the quality mark, down to 3 out of 5. But the fact that I had to drill out the holes, and then the back lights, they don't lock into place like those do, like the factory ones. You have to kind of guess. I don't like that idea, and it's kind of a cheaper plastic. Again, gotta make it less expensive. Made in China, so what do you expect? But if you're gonna So if you are looking at these lights, if you're thinking about these lights, anything like that, if you're looking, I would recommend. I definitely would. If I don't think they're gonna break on me, I'll keep it definitely in the description or something if they do break on me, or if they, you know, if I notice fogging, I'll put in my comments section. I'll put my own comments saying about it. But so far they're so good. I recommend, you know, you do it any way you want. I put the switch. I like the switch idea because I have them on now, and I'm just like sitting in a parking lot and flip them on, or you know, if I want to show somebody, I don't have to fire up my truck and put it in the driveway and just flip a switch and they're on, or if I don't want to have them on, I flip them off, or it's gonna be nice. I do admit it'll be nice because then you just have no lights on except for these, and I think that's gonna look cool. I'm gonna go take some pictures I think tonight with just those lights on. But yeah, if you did enjoy, definitely like this video, and show it to your friends who have cat eyes, and show them this video. Say if they have $250 laying around, which I know it's a little bit of money, but they can make their truck look very, very aggressive, very fast. So, and if you have any questions about how to install them, how to switch, any questions, be sure to put that in the comment section down below. I will definitely get back to you on, you know, with my recommendation on what to do. And yeah, that'll be all. That's all for today. That's for today's video. So definitely, if you guys. So yeah, see you guys.